Hey, testing, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if y'all could hear me pretty good. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me pretty good. Give me a 1 1 2. Oh, I heard myself on my own damn phone. I like when I see that green. Shout out to Duran Charles. He got that green thing because Duran is a member. Shout out to Duran. Before we get into this live stream, which I think this live stream is gonna almost show like the dangers in like the hatred that we have for each other. But before we get into that, um, I just want to remind everybody September 1st, we have our Harlem cookout that's coming up September 1st, Harlem, New York, Marcus Garvey Park. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to have a break dance contest, a break dance battle. Winner takes all in the break dance battle. Um, and what sparked it was, if I, let me see if I can find this video if I got time. What sparked it was that white woman breakdancing, and Commander Jenny Hanna was so angry at that he wanted to showcase what real breakdancing was, because clearly what that white woman was doing was not breakdancing at all. And so big shout out to Kadazai, because Kadazai hooked it up and contacted the people in New York that's still doing it. We're gonna have some classic. We're gonna have the elder statesmen of the breakdancing in there. It's gonna be a real good event. Um, you can speak whatever language you want in this chat. So it's gonna be a real good event. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to see if I can find a video of this white woman that was breakdancing that was just so horrible. So for those that don't know, this is what this white woman called breakdancing. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Hold on, let me see. Let me share my screen. This is what she called. This is what they call breakdancing. So now y'all can see it. I'm gonna play it.
Did you know that breakdancing was included as an official
I
sport?
didn't want this. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. I wanted to find a video that just showed her breakdancing. Let me see if this is it.
The Paris Olympics introduced the world to breakdancing, but no
You
one was
see her
prepared for
crawling on the
Reagan.
ground? Look, this is what
Rachel
she calling
Gunn, or
breakdancing.
Reagan as she's known, didn't just compete. She performed a stand-up routine with her body.
Listen, that's not breakdancing. I'm sorry. That's not breakdancing. Shalom Deandra, Shalom Mika, um, Wolfman, Rhoda, Ayash. I shouted out Ayash earlier. We appreciate y'all coming up in here. So again, like I said, we got September 1st is our cookout. I'm just waiting for Mordecai. So Mordecai is a cat that I know, and we've talked about. Mordecai is a cat that would be what you would call an Old Testament Israelite. Let me shout out my brother Bond Dog. Anytime I see that green up in here, I gotta shout him out. Bond Dog is a member. Shout out. It don't maybe because Bayana got a wrench. It doesn't show her green because she got a wrench, because I know she's a member. So shout out to those that have become members of this channel. It's a great support to do. I appreciate y'all doing that. So Mordecai is a brother that I'm cool with, even though we disagree, and that's not uncommon because I'm cool with a lot of people, even though we disagree. Doctrinally, because really we're brothers. And at one time I wasn't an Israelite, and it took somebody, talking to me. So I saw this video the other day where he was stalked or followed or approached or chased. However, we're going to talk. We're going to get his side of the story by this guy. Shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie is somebody I met through Clubhouse. Excellent sister as well. I let her know that I was doing this live as well. So shout out to her as well. The guy that stalked him. I don't want to play this video until Mordecai comes on. Um, but the guy that stalked him is the guy that I ran off from the park. Hold on, let me let the brother know I'm live now. Hey, I'm doing a live. Cut the camera off. My daughter tried to come down here, man. It's only gonna be an hour. All right. I'm live now. If you want to click Um, so I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of who's the guy that was harassing him. What's the difference between Old Testament Israelites and ISUBK? The main difference is we believe that Christ is the Messiah. They do not believe that Christ is the Messiah. Some Old Testament Israelites believe that Christ was a historical figure. He was an Israelite. Some will believe that he was made up in its entirety. Yeah, Ayaz, the black Jewish dude, right? And so this is the guy. I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna play this video just so y'all could see who we're talking about. Let me share my screen. Um, no, won't be no simply be won't be no won't be no trash talking. Because this is more like a interview. So I'm in interview mode. I'm not in battle mode. Now normally he and I would battle because again he's somebody that he created his own chart. He has his own thing that he does. So normally I would be in battle mode, but this is not battle mode. This is an unfortunate thing. Like anytime, it's almost like news reporter mode. So I'm gonna bring him on the screen. Let me bring him on. Hey Mordecai, you there? I can't. You got to unmute your mic. I
Oh,
can't. Oh
oh,
wait,
bro.
I think I mute.
Hey,
Oh, there
doing,
you
brother
go. There we
Captain. How
go.
are you?
Hey, I'm good to go. How you doing?
Thank God. Thank God.
Most High in Christ. So I was talking to the people, and I'll just finish going while I'm talking about it now. The reason for this live stream is that, and I was saying to them, normally, like me and Mordecai have been working on having some dialogues or debates on our differences in beliefs. Unfortunately, this first interaction that we have live is about him being stalked and potentially attacked by a fellow brother that's supposed to also believe like Mordecai. And so when I saw the video, when I saw it, even if I didn't know the guy, I still would have reached out to Mordecai and say, "Man, we got to talk about this live, because this needs to be talked about." If we all supposed to be Israelites, I don't really know if Israelites fighting each other. Like we fight each other verbally, like with scriptures, with doctrine and stuff like that. But I don't really know if Israelites going out, stalking, running up on somebody with a camera. So when I saw that, it just, mind boggled me. And I said, I said, and then I heard, I was listening on Clubhouse and people were saying they was going to have you on the app. And I didn't think that really did enough justice for what happened. And so that's what made me reach out to you and say, hey, let's do this live on my channel. So I appreciate you joining. So before I play the video so they can know who he is, can you just introduce yourself to my audience?
Yes. My name is Rabbi Mordechai Yosef Ben Abraham. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I came to Israel. I've been living in Jerusalem since 2016, and basically, I just been teaching Torah. I have a book, Mind of the Black Jew. It's on sale on Amazon, and just trying to, bring God's,
Can you
message
put
out
the
to the
link to
world.
can you put the link to your book in the back chat? I'll post it. You said you
Yeah, I
had an
could.
Amazon link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
could
if
do
you
that.
put your link, I'll if you put it in the back chat, I'll put it in the what you call it? What's that?
Yeah,
I'll
I do
put it
that
on my
right now.
channel. Yep. If you
Hmm.
put it on there. Yep. Because I think there's a chat that's a private chat, right? Ain't there a private? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you put it in the private chat, I'll put it on the I'll put it in there. I'll pin it. Brother said he has a book on what's the title of the book?
Mind of the Black Jew.
Mind of the Black Jew is the book that the brother has. So we'll make sure that we're gonna pin that, put that in there. So if you send that to me, I'll definitely put that in here and I'll post a link so that way brothers, if they want to click the Amazon link and
So yeah,
support the
I
brother,
just put it
definitely.
in the chat right now.
Yep. I see it. I'm just gonna
Okay,
copy
great.
this. I'm gonna put it in the chat and I just put it in the chat. The only thing StreamYard don't let you do is uh pin it. I have to go to my app real fast. So you was saying that so now just a quick background. So you say you grew up in California or was you just living in California at the time you decided
No, no,
to
no, 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 no. I grew up, but
okay.
originally I was actually born in Springfield, Ohio. But then I
Okay.
moved to LA when I was 2 years old, and
Okay.
so
So you lived in LA from 2
to
until
up until I left Israel in 2016.
okay. And so what sparked the was now did you always grow up in the culture that you follow now, or was it something
No, no,
that
no, no,
you?
no. So my
Okay.
parents, grew up, in Christian homes. My mom's originally from Mississippi. My dad's
Mm-hmm.
from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And in college, in the I guess late 70s, early 80s, they got, they were inspired by, ideas in Islam, like a lot of African Americans were. And so they met each other. My mom was actually going to college at Loyola Marymount, and my dad was going to a college in Ohio, and they were
Right.
both in the fraternities, like Sigma, all that type of stuff. And so they met like Zeta, Beta. I don't know. I know my dad was a Sigma because he got
Okay.
the whole
He
thing.
got
But
that
my mom,
the brand. Did he get
yeah, he got
branded?
the brand.
Yeah. Okay. He got
He
the
got the
brand and everything. Okay.
he got the brand. He got the brand. So I was like, all right, And then so my mom is, I think it was like a Zeta or something, whatever. Anyway, they met. Long story short, they connected at some college conference with black sororities, whatever. Anyway, so I grew up pretty much Muslim. I grew up
Okay.
Muslim. I just everything. We went to our first schools we went to were like Muslim schools in Los Angeles, and first language that I was exposed to in terms of written language was Arabic. And
Okay.
so I grew up in LA. I got into, when I was young. They said there's three ways to become wealthy. They said you either get into real estate, high finance, or entertainment. And so when I was younger, I got into entertainment and high finance,
Okay.
and I pretty much worked as an executive producer. I did film, television, and music on the business side. One of the things I'm most popular for is probably the jerkin movement, jerkin and skinny jeans movement. I don't know if you remember that years ago
You
with the
said
new.
jerking. What's that? What's that? Was that the Bay dance? Or am I mistaken
It
there?
was right after. It was right. It was like you had jerk dance, you had the Dougie. I don't know if you remember the
Yeah, I
Dougie.
remember the Dugget. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that was me. I was executive over at Warner Brothers. I
Okay.
had whatever. I was there for a while, and I did like a lot of music. I did like YG, Todd Dollar Sign, DJ Mustard,
Oh,
all
so
these
you
types of
was in
things.
there. You
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
yeah. I
was
did the
in
whole
there.
thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look,
Mm-hmm.
somebody in my somebody in my comment section that said, "Oh, he hood."
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Okay, okay, all right. I didn't know that
Mm-hmm.
part. And I mean, it's kind of good. We're kind of having this conversation because a lot of times when you get into the battle, you don't know the background of the person. So because this ain't a battle, this is more of an interview. Now we can
Gotcha.
get your background. So you chose the entertainment world. You got into
Mm-hmm.
the dancing. You work with some popular hip hop artists.
Mm-hmm.
And so now take us, so you can continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. You can finish.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. And I did a movie actually. You guys probably can see. It's called American High School, right?
Okay.
So originally, my name was Sharif Hassan. That's the name I was born with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I took on the Torah, right, became accepted this responsibility of being an Israelite, being a Jew, right?
Mm-hmm.
I added additional names, right? So Mordechai Yosef ben Abraham is my name in Hebrew. The name I had
Okay.
before was the name my parents gave me, and for them it was getting away from the slave plantation names that we were
Right.
given.
Right. Right.
But so it was that liberation. So I took it a step further and I went to the all the way to the Hebrew.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Mm.
So, did you feel like you had to go to it? What compelled you to actually move to Israel? Because a lot of people convert to the Israeli type of belief. What made you go to step further to go and live in Israel instead of staying in America?
The thing is, one of the things that really mattered to me was being self-sufficient in my Judaism, right? Like I didn't
Hmm.
want to be reliant on anybody. I wanted to be able to know what all the other rabbis knew and everybody and be able to be independent, in a lot of ways in my spirituality. So the way
You froze,
to
Mordecai.
come,
You
well,
froze a little bit. You said the
yeah,
way,
I
and then
know.
it froze a little bit.
Yeah, I'm back. So yeah,
Yeah,
the way
you
to
back.
do that was to come to Israel and learn. I went to. I've been learning here for the last 8 years. Like the first
Mm-hmm.
5 years was pretty much like day and night. Like I wake up in the morning, go and start learning. We pretty much learning a lot of what the Talmud and learning a lot of like like the a lot of his like legal issues inside of the Talmud. So I was doing that and learning the language and translating and all that type of stuff. So I did that for the first 5 years. And then I got married. And then, from there, I kind of evolved in that. And then I went to another schooling, which was like a little bit more Kabbalistic, more in the Kabbalah with Rabbi Pinchas Eliyahu. And so I did that. And then, whatever. In between all that, I became a rabbi and teacher. And now I'm becoming a judge.
Okay. You said a judge, like you about to judge matters?
Yeah, I'll be a rabbinical judge. Like they call it a dayan.
You can't wait to judge this cat that was fine.
no. This case, God's judging him now. So like, you
definitely.
You just sit back and let God's work.
Okay. So before we get into the story, I want to show. So we're going to talk about the gentleman or the nutcase that was following Mordechai, but I want to show y'all who he is. So I have this video I'm going to play. I'm going to play about maybe a minute of it, and then we're going to get into the story as to why we're here. All right, so let me hide this current comment. Let me share my screen, present, share screen. And we're going to go here. All right, so we're going to play. This is the video. We're going to play some of this video here. And this is this guy that you see right here, this nutbag with it don't know how to put a hat on. This is the guy that we're going to be talking about that chose to follow and harass Mordechai. All right.
His name is Yahweh.
I didn't say that
period.
His name. I just
well, there ain't no scripture that says that we can't say that either. Now, when you follow that white shit that you follow that got you waking up and probably doing whatever rituals they got you doing, did you get your penis sucked too? Because that's what they believe in too. Coming into the rabbi, coming into your house on coming on whatever day.
Let's pause for the cause.
1 second. If I'm done, when I'm done, you can have it. That's a straight up question. The Jewish rabbis suck on babies' penises.
Remember what I told you when you asked me that? I told you that common sense was not common. What type of sense does it make? Because you asked me, you said, do they come to you and do they rip off your foreskin with their teeth? And what I told you that common sense was not common. And
no sweat.
No.
That's not answering the question.
But you
the Jewish rabbi, Jewish rabbi got found out for giving herpes to little boys because they was coming in. You want me to listen to him?
No, I'm talking to him.
The Jewish rabbis was giving them little boys. How could you transmit herpes? You're supposed to be Jew. You're supposed to be set apart. What is he even doing with a sexually transmitted disease as a priest and prophet of the Most High according to their doctrine?
Is that true?
They suck on penises.
Do they do that?
Did he transmit herpes to that boy?
Do they blow suck on the penis?
They do not.
They call it a moyo.
They do not.
They put oil on the penis and nibble off that crap. Yes, they do.
How many Brits Milas have you been to?
I could pull it up I could pull it up in the news.
How many? No, I'm asking.
I'm gonna give you the mic. Let me show you something, brother. See, what's your name, brother?
My name is Ariel Yaniv Haor.
I want you to spell that so I won't get it wrong when I put it on the tape. Spell it.
Problem. ARIEL-YANIV-HA-OR. The H is capital, O is capital.
Okay, brother.
P-A-Y-N-E. P-A-Y-N-E.
All right, see, brother, it may seem easy on Facebook or it may seem easy on YouTube, but when you actually get here and really have a conversation, you realize it's not that easy as it looked, brother.
I mean, the muck of ignorance is not easy to walk through in the first place.
Right,
and all of these things.
So let me go ahead and stop. All right, so I wanted to share that so that way as we talk, y'all can see who we're talking about. I was really just waiting to get his name, so now we know his name is Ariel Nahor, whatever that may be. So this brother who I dialogued back then, that was like maybe like 2016, 17, something like that. He too went to Israel. And he too believes, but I don't think him and Mordechai believe exactly the same thing. It might be some slight differences, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so there are definitely some slight differences because I think you more yield to what you would say black Jew side. He would yield more to like a white Jew side. Would that be correct to say?
Yeah, and the thing about it, one of the things about Judaism is that, you could go to different parts of the world. And if you go to Mexico, you'll see Mexican Jews. You go to Persia, you see the Persian Jews, different things like that. I would say the difference between me and the person we're speaking about is that I actually learned the Torah and he wants to hang out with people, he wants to be accepted, and hang out with people, but he has no interest in keeping the Torah or reflecting the Torah or being an example of the Torah. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, low self-esteem,
Right.
type of stuff.
Got you. And so now walk us through. Do you want me to play the video first, or do you want to walk
Yeah, you
us
can play
through?
a video. You can play a video
Okay,
because we
all
should
right.
talk about it.
Got you. So now I'm going to play the video that brought us here with this live stream. So now I'm going to share my screen again. And this is going to be Ariel's page. Hold on one second.
Keep threatening me.
Nobody's
So now this is on Ariel's page. And this is what Ariel chose to do. So we're gonna play the video. This is the only video that I saw where he did it. So this is the video we're gonna play.
Come in here.
What are you doing with your life?
Keep threatening me.
Nobody's threatening you.
Keep threatening me.
Nobody's threatening you. I just want you to render justice. Bro, just render justice. Just do what you're supposed to do as a rabbi.
Bro, you're a loser bum. You're a bum.
Do what you're supposed to do
You're
as a
what we
rabbi.
call a nigger.
Do what you're supposed to do
You
as a
are
rabbi.
nigger. That's what you are.
I don't think a nigger is a halakhic status.
You are a nigger. You're not a Jew. You're a nigger.
Yeah, that's not nice. It's not nice at all. You hear this guy?
You are a nigger. You're an embarrassment to all black people, and specifically calling yourself a Jew. You're not a Jew.
Come on, enough. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Stop it.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
It's fine.
So now if we need
Give it. I appreciate it.
again, of course we can. Of course he tried to highlight what he highlighted was the fact that you called him a nigger.
Yeah.
And the fact that you said that he was not a Jew.
Yeah.
And so, wait, let me stop sharing the screen so we can get back on the front. So now, walk us through what happened like before, because of course, with him putting the video up, it makes it seem like he's filming.
Yeah.
Y'all have the words, and then you just call him a nigger just to call him a nigger, like the typical and black or white person that just chooses to call a black man a nigger for no reason. That's the way he's presenting it on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So walk us through what actually took place in this event.
Yeah, so the backstory is like this with Ariel, and the thing about it, I think it's a bigger conversation, right? Because it's not just a conversation just on this particular person, and I think this is a crossover where you and I could connect on, and talking about the core condition of the African American, right, or the black person, whatever, our condition. And so our condition is a place where we have no sense of self, right? We have no real sense of identity. And because of that, we have an artificial understanding of how to get to happiness, right? And how to get to fulfillment, how to get to these things. So in my path, you guys, you would have your own thing to talk about people in your community. But in my community and my belief system, there's a lot of African Americans who are attracted to Orthodox Judaism. One, because they are, and I'm not saying all, there's some humongous, amazing people, my friends, I have many friends, but there's some African Americans who are attracted to Orthodox Judaism because they hate being black, right? They hate being black. They hated being black growing up. They hated, they didn't fit in.
And when you're saying hated being black, like how we grow up and black is like the worst thing on the planet, so now they want to be something else. That's what you're referring to, right?
No, I'm saying it like when we were in high school, it was that one weird guy or weird girl that, jeez, everybody's calling me now. But I'm saying when we were in high school, it was that one girl or one guy who didn't fit in, who was just weird. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm saying those people, those socially inept people, some of those people gravitate to Orthodox Judaism, right? And they connect to that, right? And so that's one level, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's another level of people who connect to Judaism that generally, love the Torah, who see it as an expansion of their mind, an expansion of their being, their self, the whole thing. And they sincerely want to keep the Torah. Now, the problem is the people, the latter, the first example that I gave, those people who hate being black that come into Judaism, those people, when that pressure of keeping what we call rabbinical Judaism comes in, because it's not just keeping the laws, right? It's also getting married. It's also creating a family. It's also being in a community. It's also having that accountability. They didn't sign up for that, right? They didn't sign up for that. So their way of getting out of it is by creating a situation where everyone's going against them, or they have a reason to leave, whether they find a woman who's not of a non-Jewish woman, or maybe they get in a conflict with some excuse to leave. So this guy that we're talking about has been harassing women and men in the community, all of which have been black. Okay.
Right.
Everybody. So that's how I got involved with this guy. Like, I knew him before. Like, I just knew him around as a black person in Jerusalem, but he has specifically been going out harassing women. He's been going out specifically harassing other Jews, and he has a constituent of people in the community that support this behavior, right? They support him going out because a lot of these people are jealous. They're jealous of us growing as Jews, as black Jews, as being autonomous, as proclaiming our identity within Judaism, and they don't think that's the case, right? They think
let me
that
ask
is.
you a question on it. Let me ask you a question on the jealous part, because you would think that two black people that converted to the same belief essentially would not be jealous of each other. So it sounds like you're saying he's harassing blacks that are over there. Is he harassing whites that are over there?
No, just black people.
So I think I get what you're saying. His type of conversion makes him hate black people that converted in favor of just being with white people. Am I saying that right?
I would say that he already hated black people before. That's why you had that conversation with him years ago. He was not Jewish then, right? He was not in the covenant. So that's the dynamic over there, right? And so what he represents is a self-hating black person that sees Judaism as a form of escape from his identity.
Got you. So now he already, before he ever converted, he already had this disdain for black people. So when he converted, it just enhanced his disdain for black people.
He used the people like him use the lowest parts of, like any culture. We have it in our culture too, African American culture, that there's an aspect of us that's been beat down so much that we have an aspect that has to be supremacist. Right? You told me that they told you, say, oh, we're ugly. No, I'm beautiful. Black is beautiful, right? Which it says in the Tanakh. But the point is just saying that type of thing. So there is an aspect of Jewish culture, which is like has this kind of like, like we're the right thing. This whole thing, which I mean, I get it. I'm a part of it. But that aspect could be took on by someone else who's not very developed, and it could be turned into something very destructive. Right. And that's what he's on. He's on the fact that these other black people are saying, like, they're proud of their cultural heritage. They're proud of who they are, and they love the Torah. They love the commandments. They love rabbinical Judaism. They love the whole thing. So that aspect of him, that angers a person like him, because he's coming in only from the plane of self-hatred. And the people in the community, there's some people in the community, there's a small constituent of guys that are supporting this. And these people are also anti-black, right? And so this whole dynamic of his behavior is being supported by people. So whoever is supporting that is a racist, is anti-black, and they're using an idiot, okay? A pure idiot that they know he's an idiot. None of these people are trying to get him married. None of those people are hooking up with their sister, their cousin, their niece. They're not doing any of that. He's a tool for their enjoyment, okay? So those people who are doing that are even more racist than Ariel, right? They're more racist because this guy is going out harassing women. None of them are defending these women. He's going out harassing men in the community that are also black. They're not defending that. And they know these people too. But they're not doing that. So they are at root anti-Black and racist for supporting this idiot fool going around acting like a jackass publicly, going out, taking an argument between two people who identify as Jews and putting it on the internet. He does not care. We have this idea in Judaism called Chilul Hashem, a desecration of God's name, right? So when you put two Jews fighting on the internet because you're so jealous, you have nothing going for you. You have no Torah, nothing, and you put that on the internet to embarrass Jews, embarrass our community, right? You put that on there. You put an argument. I could go to many different Jewish people and record an argument between them and put it on the internet. So why don't they say nothing about that? Because the people who support him are racist and also anti-Black, just like this idiot over here.
So before I ask the question, I could actually echo those sentiments because from a Clubhouse perspective, because after I had that interaction with him, I hadn't heard from him ever. I never heard from him again. And then so of course Clubhouse became extremely popular during the time of COVID. Everybody's in the house, so people started using Clubhouse. And then I remember one day I'm on Clubhouse and I'm good at recognizing voices. I might not remember your name, but I'll remember your face or your voice. And I remember him popping in the room, and as I'm hearing him talking, I'm like, that sounds like the guy that I was battling in the park. And of course, he acknowledged that that's who he was. And every time he would come in any room, he would exemplify what we saw in the video with you, meaning he would consistently attack Black people, whether it was a man or a woman. He had no respect for us. Even like, and this is when I said y'all follow, but y'all don't really follow the same, because even though I don't necessarily agree with your side, you have never said we don't want Black people to come in and be like us. You've always said, Cap, you can come in and be like me. What he says is that we can't be like them. We have to follow. He actually came up with a term. It's called Noahidism, where we become second-class citizens instead of being like him. So everything about him was us to acknowledge being under the foot of conversion as opposed to being equally in conversion, whereas your side would try to have us be equally in conversion. So I just wanted to say that to just back up the agreeing points of him being racist against fellow Black people, even if they follow the same belief. Like Gadal is in here, other Old Testament type of Israelites are in here, and they will all say the same thing, that he won't accept our type of Israelites because we're Black. But if it's white, he's going to accept that side. So I agree with you. The question I wanted to ask, the people that are sending him, these would be white Jewish people, right? They wouldn't be Black Jewish people, right?
You know, the thing is, 3 years ago, I found out when I got into Torah and Judaism, I didn't, it was a Torah and it was a system and it made more sense, and a lot of Kabbalah, these types of things. But, I found out like probably 3 years, maybe like going on 4 years now, 3 years, that one of our great rabbis, Rabbi Chaim Kanetsky, in blessed memory, right? He was like one of the biggest rabbis. We all love him. He died, a few years ago, and over 1 million people came to his funeral. He's a huge, humongous person. And he gave what they call a pasak. He gave a ruling on the Igbo Jews on the west of Africa and other Israelite tribes that were in the west of Africa, like today, right? He did this in 2014. Right. And so that ruling was like basically saying that these people are descendants of Israel. They're descendants of Israel, and he created a series of small conditions for them to to join the mainstream. But it's not specifically for the Igbo people. This is something that their tradition, from his perspective, the tradition of his rabbis, this is how they dealt with people who were separated from the Jewish community and came back in. So it's not like something unique to the Africans or Jewish people. So the thing that's significant about that is that more than 80% of the slaves in the transatlantic slave trade from the west of Africa were Igbo Jews, right? They're
Okay.
evil Israelites, right? And so they wouldn't even call themselves Jews. They would call themselves Israelites, right? And so when that transatlantic slave trade happened, those people were brought to America, also obviously Brazil and the islands and these types of things. And so when they came to North America, they dealt with the conditions of plantation, these type of things. But even then, there was always an oral tradition, and you would testify this with Black people, that we are connected. We're descendants of these tribes. We've always had that, like it's existed. And so one of the famous institutions that we have the International Board of Israelite Rabbis, right, which now is the chief rabbi is Rabbi Fournier, yeah, and he's in Chicago. But the point is that organization has existed for over 100 years, right?
Right.
All the way to 1920s, and then even before that, in the 1800s, there were African American Israelites groups. So this has been a part of American history for over 150 years. In terms of African Americans who descend from the transatlantic slave trade there. So my Rabbi Pinchas Eliyahu, like he's really passionate about that, and I connected to that energy, and I said, you know what, this is big news. This isn't just big news for Black people. This is big news for Jews. It's big news for America. It's big news for Africa. It's all so many intersectionality points. So I made it a passion to bring this out to the masses. And so I met with different rabbis here in Jerusalem just to, get everyone's on my, to see what their thoughts were, whatever. Everyone said, you got to do it. Now, the thing is that this ideology, for some reason, is threatening to some people, right? And it's threatening for people like me and you to talk, right? Because there's this idea that, oh, well, if say Captain doesn't like Ashkenaz, he doesn't like the Jewish community, not individuals, but he doesn't hate anybody, but rather he disagrees with the outlook of the Jewish community about themselves, right? And so from that standpoint, okay, fine, you have a different idea. But the fact that I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you about God, and I'm talking to you about the structure of the Torah, there's people that have a problem with that. And they will take the position. They will take the position and say, I don't know if I cut you off, but they will take the position and say, oh, well, you know what, Mordechai, why are you talking to them? Why are you going out? Why are you doing it? Oh, you're proselytizing.
Mm-hmm.
But I have communities from Russia. I got communities from India. I got communities from other parts of Africa. I got other communities throughout the Middle East that have no Jewish records, but they got an oral tradition. And there's people there trying to help them come to the light, help them come to the Torah. But someone has a problem with me doing it. What type of person would I be if I came? I'm a Black American. Okay, every Jew sees me. I'm a Black American to them. Okay, I see everybody. I'm a Black American. That ain't changing. You could put a rabbi in front of my name.
I just wanted you to put a pin on the question as you're explaining. I was asking the ones that sent Ariel, would they be the white Jewish type or Black Jewish type? It sounded like you're saying they could be either or, but I'm trying to see what your actual answer is.
Yeah, so the actual answer is that it's a group of losers. Okay, it's people who have very mediocre lives and are very jealous of the progression that they see a lot of African American Jews have in the Jewish community. And so those people that only associate with people like Ariel, these aren't like normal people. These people, they have their little Shabbat meals, and he comes over there and talks about how bad I am, and Amari Stoudemire and this person and all these type of people. They do that, and they will support that. But the reality is, so it's a mixture of losers. Okay, the people who associate with Ariel are losers, right? The people who listen to him are losers. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. And I'm only asking that because I wanted to see if it was like a bunch of Ariel types, meaning like a bunch of Blacks that think like Ariel live over there and then form that coup, or is it like white Jewish types doing it? But it sounds like it's a collection of both. If it could be, they could be white or Black. They could be white Jewish.
It's just
or Black
losers.
Jewish.
He's a leader for losers.
Okay. So now walk us through before we get to that video, because that video was the end. And so what I was hearing yesterday, so there was like rooms on Clubhouse yesterday. And so what I'm hearing is that he followed you for 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
He was stalking, harassing. So people can understand because in the chat, people were immediately focused. They wasn't focusing on the harassment. They was focusing on you called him the N-word.
Yeah.
Now, I know that the N-word that you called him was probably out of frustration. You can let this is what you can let the audience know. And that's
Mhm.
why I wanted this to be an interview. Another thing I need to remind my audience, this is an interview, not a battle. If
Yeah.
this was a battle, it would be me battling him. He would be battling me. This is a interview from
Mhm.
what happened to this brother yesterday. So I'm not challenging him on anything. And that's what people have to understand. Just because we have different beliefs and ideology does not mean if this brother is in a jam up that I can't let him use my platform to get his story out. It's just that simple. So I want you to walk us through what transpired prior to that recording that he put up. And you can
Yeah.
take as much time as you need. If you could break it down, like
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
us through
So
where
I
you
want
was
to,
at, where you started, and how that
100%.
happened. Hmm.
So I want to address this is really, is connected to what you're asking, but I want to address the aspect of me calling him a nigger, right? I want to address that. And people could say, "Oh, well, that's wrong. You shouldn't say that. You should say nigga. Like that's like it's like somehow that's a better thing." But I'm gonna say it like this: any black person without the Torah is a nigger. Okay, that's what they are. They are a heathenistic individual that will do anything to satisfy whatever impulse and desire they have at a particular time. Okay, that's the reality. We're either in a frame of shum or you're in a frame of something else, right? And so the point is just saying. So that's how I understand the condition of our people, right? Without the Torah, whether you want to say 7 laws or you want to go into the whole thing, the conversion, the whole thing, whatever that is irrelevant. The point is the same: without the Torah, a black person is a nigger. And that's what America designed. And that's what America perpetuates. That's what's on our television. That's what's in our movies. That's what's in our music. The whole thing is to reinforce an ungodly human being that is African American, connected to the transatlantic slave trade, that has no understanding of God, has no understanding of self, and is wholly controlled by their impulses. So when I call the person that we're talking about a nigga, I stand by it. That's what he is, right?
Gotcha. Now I'm gonna break before you go. I'm gonna break this down for those that may not understand because I think when you were saying it, a lot of people were still kind of angry, and I
Mhm.
don't think y'all know of like old black people don't like the word nigger. Old black people, the way that Mordechai just broke down, if you actually listen to what Mordechai said, Mordecai is looking at the word nigger from the way the Americans look at the word nigger or how they look at niggers. So that's what he's speaking about. And of course, we know in Acts 13:1 it says nigger is a color, etc. We all get that. But we can't act like that word was not meant in a derogatory sense. And some people don't like the word nigger and they're entitled to it. Some people, like myself, don't have a problem with the word nigger. So I understand. Oh, and the other thing, there ain't no difference between nigger and nigger. There's not a difference between those two words. And when you make a difference between nigger and nigga, that's white supremacy. And
Thank
here's
you.
what I mean by that. When white people say nigger to you, they'll say, "Well, I didn't say it with the hard ER. I said it with the GA, so it's cool, right?" No, it's never cool. It's always going to be the context. Because even if you don't say nigger, but if you say nigga in the same context, the context supersedes the pronunciation and the spelling of the word. So I think what Mordecai is simply saying, he doesn't like the word nigger. And if he uses nigger or calls somebody a nigger, it's in a derogatory sense. And it was because he was being harassed by the brother, as if we've never called somebody a nigger in a bad term of being harassed. We've called people worse words. And as he tells the story, I don't think it's wrong to call somebody a bad name if you're being attacked by that person. Unless y'all telling me on this platform, unless y'all telling me that somebody can attack you and you still have to say nice words to them, I don't understand what the hell you talking about. It doesn't matter what word he used. He should have never been harassed by him. That's how I look at it. So now I'm gonna let you continue. I
Yeah,
just
the
wanted to
incident.
give
Yeah,
that.
so the incident.
Yeah.
So the incident happened on. First of all, there's other things that happened too. He also attacked me last night too, by the way. So it's a whole.
Wait. So after this incident happened,
Last night he attacked me. Last night he attacked me on Shabbat. Right, Friday night.
Oh yeah,
Shabbat.
we got to get it. We got to get all of this out. So
Yeah,
go ahead and walk us through the first one, and then let us know what happened. Right.
So Friday during the daytime is we say like before Shabbat, Erev Shabbat, before Shabbat. So I'm going out and I'm shopping, I'm getting things, whatever, doing this whole thing, and all of a sudden I see this guy Ariel walk past me, and this fool's pointing at me. And I'm like, bro, this guy's an idiot. Like, I just keep walking, right? So I'm walking further, and then this is probably like maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes later, this fool rolls up to me, so give me a reason why I shouldn't cut your throat right now. That's what he said to me. That's what he said to me. I said, bro, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm 2 seconds away from, blah, 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 blah. Right?
So he threatened to cut your throat, is what you're saying.
Off the top. That's what he said to me.
And y'all worried about the word nigga. He threatened to cut your throat. He said, give me a reason why I shouldn't cut your throat right now.
Right now. He said right in the middle of the shuk, Machne Yehuda. It was the shuk. It's all these open stores, tons of people, whatever, walking by, hundreds of people. He walks up to me, and that's what he says to me. Okay? And
so everybody can understand the shuk that you're saying is a preparation that y'all take before the Shabbat, right?
No. I'm going shopping for Shabbat, and what we call a shuk is like a open mall, right, with a bunch of different stores around, and that's where I'm shopping at.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so you shopping
at the
mall.
I'm walking through this open area.
Got you, and he pops out and say, "Give me a reason why I shouldn't cut your throat."
That's what he said to me, verbatim.
Got you. Okay,
right?
I'm with you.
And at that point, I'm just like, first of all, I don't take Ariel like as a serious person, anyways, right? He's not a serious person, but that's what he said to me. And I was just like, bro, I said, bro, if you don't get the hell away from me right now, bro, like you have no idea what, you know what I'm saying? And then there was other people watching this guy, and then I walk away, and he starts following me, and there's a bunch of other guys there, like, whatever. It's like people like giving out literature for, spirituality, whatever, before Shabbat. It was like people there, and they were like going up to him, like, what are you harassing this guy for? Leave him alone. Right? He's like, no, blah, 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 this whole thing. And so I started walking, and I walk away, and he came up to me again. And I said, you know what? I dropped my bags, and I got in his face. I said, get out of my face. I started screaming at him in the middle of this area. I said, get out of my face. Get out of my face. And I start charging towards him, and he starts going back and back and back, right? And then from there, I left him. People came, and then I left, and then I went, continue my shopping, and then I'm walking back to my office, right? I just opened an office, right, in the center of Jerusalem, whatever. So I'm walking back to my office. And then, so as I'm walking into my office, right, because I needed to pick up some papers before I go into my house, I hear a knock on the door. That door you see me walking through, I hear a knock on that door. And who is it? It's this idiot. This fool
So he followed you at the door.
Yes.
So he already threatened you.
Yes.
So after he threatened you, you leave away from him with the threat.
Yes.
And then you keep going, and then he shows up at your door.
He then shows up there. And then I said, and I went out there and I was like, bro, I'm telling you, right now you're threatening me, okay? You're threatening me, and I'm a few seconds away from doing something really bad, okay? Because you're making me fearful for my safety, okay? This whole thing. And then what does he do? That's when he brought out the camera.
Okay. So when you threaten so the camera comes on after you decide I'm gonna whoop his ass.
I'm going to defend myself, and my safety is being compromised.
And you look at it, and I'm glad you said that, because I was going to mention a point. Your safety being compromised because he's showing up at your home, right?
Following me, yeah.
Right, because
after he already threatened to cut my neck.
Right, so what most people don't understand, if somebody says words to you and you attack them over words, you still would be the aggressor. You still could go to jail for that, because that's not true self-defense. You can't self-defend off of words. You have to self-defend off of an attack. So now him showing up at your home, now that's a threat to you. And
my
so
safety.
and this is important, because I'm gonna tell you something. When they was telling me what happened, I said on Clubhouse, I said, why didn't Mordechai whip his ass? That's like the first thing I'm thinking about, because from the Mordechai I know, Like you talk trash on the app, so I'm like,
Yeah.
now I was like, damn, is Mordechai one of them cats that talk trash on the app but don't do nothing in real life? But what you're saying is that once you went to actually defend yourself from him attacking you, is then when he went live,
Exactly.
and then so of course you back up because you didn't want it to be on camera. Am
I didn't want to
correct?
get into that, like the whole thing, but at that point, he's already compromised my safety. He's already followed me, my building. He's already entered it to a degree, right? I don't know what he's going to do next, right? So I have every right to defend myself at that point. And then that's when he brought out the, this camera and like puts on his show or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this is the thing. But then the thing is, so he puts up this video on his page, whatever, no big deal. So later that night, I'm walking to a meal. And he says to me, he says, he's a little B, like he called, I don't want to say the word. He says, a little B, blah, blah. And I turn around and I'm a bro, if you're going to do something, just do it. Like, I mean, what do you want me to do? If you're going to do something, do it. This fool took off his shirt and this fool charged at me, starts swinging, right? I done back, bop, bop. I hit him with a couple bop, bop. And
Wait,
then,
wait, we got, this is exclusive. Wait. You got, I ain't expect you to say that. I did not expect him to say he hit him with a little bop bop. So you
bop,
saying
bop.
you hit him?
Bop, bop.
Wait, and
those
what
knees
happened?
got weak. Those knees got weak.
So on the record, Mordechai is saying he knocked out Ariel. Is that what I'm hearing?
He attacked me.
Well, just so everybody can understand, Mordechai is saying, what's the word you say? You came out for a meal?
No, I was walking to a meal.
Okay,
and
so
Ariel,
he's walking. So you walking to a
in
meal?
the corner. He's just over in.
He's
this
in
area,
like in the bushes, like hiding out like a
some
burger.
on some weirdo stuff. And
yeah, they called you Rabbi Rocky. They called you Rabbi Rocky.
So he came out, and I was like, bro, what are you gonna do? I didn't think. I thought he was like, what are you gonna do? I said, bro, I'm going to my meal, dog. Like I'm not like, bro, I'm looking. This is what I worried about. I'm looking nice. Like I'm trying.
Right. You wasn't decked out with that, right? You got to fix that tie a little bit.
The tie. This is at the end of Shabbat. This is at the end of Shabbat. This is already. We at the end. But the thing is, the thing. So he just attacked me. I got to go to the police on this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I got to do this, and I got to get a restraining order against this guy. The whole thing, because if he roll up on me again, it's gonna be worse. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, he tried to roll up on me, and he rolled up on me. He just went wild. And think about it, he's weak. He's not strong.
Was he swinging like this?
Like a woman, like a woman.
He was out there windmilling for real. He was out
Bro,
there.
I'm telling you, dog. It was like,
like his head down like this.
Like if he had nails, he would have been scratching. It was on that level. You know what I'm saying? So
this is amazing.
On that, and I'm just like, I just moved back on it. I moved back to it. He got to look. Now, bop, bop. Bop,
bop. So all it was 2 pieces, and he gone. He gone after 2 pieces.
Those knees buckled. And then at that point, other people came and they broke up the whole situation. But they saw he attacked me. They're like,
so now you got witnesses.
Yeah, I got tons of witnesses. There was a whole bunch of people there watching it. I'm going to my meal. I'm minding my business. Like, I ain't got no time to deal with no Ariel. This guy's a weirdo, man. So the point is, he got his knees buckled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so
he can't show up. Like, he can't come on. Like, if he come on club. So now some people in the chat saying proof, but as a now this is what I'll ask you, and this is where your faith comes in, right? Because we all believe in the Most High, at least, right? We always start there. So you can't be a bearer of false witness. So just for the naysayers that's saying that
this happened on Shabbat, dog. This is my life. I'm not. This ain't like trying to make someone look bad. I had the story itself exists on already what happened. This fool rolled up on me, attacked me. Okay, it swung at me, bro. I didn't even have my glasses. My glasses fell off the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I had enough vision. He got close.
You had enough vision to bop, bop.
Once you knew how to near sight. That was it.
Yeah. That's because he's from the hood. If y'all was listening earlier, this cat was in California since 2 years old, was working with YG, got people not breakdancing. What's the name of the dance?
Jerkin and the skinny jeans movement.
Got them jerking paws, all that. So this Mordechai from the hood. So listen, I think you might replace me now. You might listen. I'm known for embarrassing Mordechai at the park bench. That's what I'm known for. But I think you might have. Ariel, right. So I'm sorry. Look, Mordecai making sure that you ain't embarrassed me.
Yeah,
Slow
yeah.
down, Swifty. So Mordecai done up the ante. Mordecai saying on record, he hit him with the rabbi bop bop, and now
Out
he's
of
gone.
self-defense. Out of self-defense.
Out of
Out of self-defense.
self-defense. And that's important that you keep saying that, because anybody could take this video and mistake my ad libs as your testimony, and it's
Yeah.
not. Mordecai is clearly saying he was going to get a meal, and
So,
as he's going to get the meal, Ariel hops out the bushes,
yep.
take his shirt off. What
Yeah.
was the shirt supposed to do? Because that's a
I
scrawny
don't
little
know.
dude.
It was like he thought he was on something. I think he thought I was gonna run after he took off his shirt.
Because you
or
took your
something.
shirt off? You gotta
Yeah,
have
like,
muscles at least to take your shirt off. Like if I took my shirt off, no, I'm joking. I'm
No,
joking,
but the thing with the shirt off, I think his whole thing was like I don't know if he thinks because he's from Detroit or something. I don't know what it is that he think people are scared of him or this
right.
whole thing. But like nobody ain't scared of you, dog. Like it's no point. And the thing is, I don't have
That's
time.
them wolf tickets. Like you know how when people sell wolf tickets, taking your shirt off is a part of the wolf tickets.
Exactly.
You know what
But
I
the
mean?
key
Like it's
thing
like
is,
when you talk a good one.
well, the thing is, after Shabbat on the way back, I went to those houses and I met with those people, and they also are sending a record to the police of what they saw.
Okay, so the witnesses, and this is important. This all goes to, you know, Mordecai's story being factual. So you're saying that the people that witness it are all going down to
they saw it. They saw it. They stopped him the whole thing. I mean, they saw me just walking, and this guy walked because the area that we were at was like an area. It's like a cul-de-sac almost. And there's like all these different families that live there, and it was after Shabbat. Everyone's coming home, so people saw it. Like, I mean, it's not even. It's funny enough. A couple of my friends actually saw the whole thing, but they saw it at the end, so they wouldn't be witnesses per se on how it started. But people saw it. I mean, and it's unfortunate. I'm going to Shabbat. This guy's like trying to. He does. The thing about it, the people who are looking at this Jewish, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Shabbat.
Right.
He doesn't care. The last thing I would ever want to do is get in any type of altercation on Shabbat. He doesn't care. Just like him putting this footage out on the thing. And if anybody goes to his, I don't want to give him too much promotion, but if you go on this page, I'm not the only black Jew that he's attacking. His whole page is full of attacking exclusively black people, and nobody in the Jewish community is doing nothing about it. And now he's attacking rabbis physically. Because I'm black, or the girls that he's attacking are black, they're not important. They're not important to be defended. You're gonna let this wild animal run around the Jewish community, bragging on Clubhouse about sleeping with Jewish girls. Okay, bragging.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna let this
He
guy
did say
run
he was
around?
engaged to a few Jewish girls, the white ones, I believe.
Whatever he's doing. But the point is saying they're allowing this guy to go around, harass people, bully them, even now physically attacking that I can't even go to the Jewish community. I got to go to the police to protect myself from this crazy animal dog that's running around the community. No, it's just ridiculous. He's attacking women.
Well,
okay, he's attacking rabbis.
True.
I'm not enough of a rabbi. I'm not enough of a rabbi to be protected from this crazy dog.
I think if what you're saying is true, this is probably the greatest medicine he could ever have, because, you know, it's like anything. You get a rabid dog out there threatening people, challenging people, and then it's going to always be this one time where you challenge the wrong person. And I think you were the wrong one. And I think what probably happened, for those asking, this is Ariel, the light-skinned dude. Just so I'm going to just play a little bit more of this video so y'all can see who we talk about. This is the guy we talking about. Give me one. I'm only going to play like 10 seconds of it so y'all can see the guy that we're talking about. I'm just going to play like 10 seconds.
Things that he confesses that he knows about Jews. I highly doubt, not even knowing this brother from Adam Rishon, that he's never met a
That's the guy that Mordecai knocked out. So Mordecai has definitely, brother, you have definitely replaced me. I just beat him verbally, meaning I just beat him in a verbal sparring match. Mordecai hit him with the rabbi two-piece, the rabbi bop bop.
Bop bop.
Now as he tried to
only out of self-defense.
Out of self-defense. So has he Has anything happened after that? Because you said this happened
No,
last
I went
night.
to my meal and everything else went fine. But I'm going to the witnesses have already contacted the police,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go in with the police and do a whole formal thing and whatever. And the thing about it, he's so stupid. This fool puts
Mm-hmm.
the video up of him harassing me. Like, I mean,
Right.
like,
Did
you
you
can't
download
get
the
dumber than
video?
that.
Like, did you download the video?
I got the whole video. This idiot sent it
There
to
you
other
go.
people through WhatsApp app. Even if he took it off the internet, I already got it on my phone, and other people got it.
There you go.
And the
Because
whole
that's
community is
important because
upset, by
that's
the
a
way.
exactly because that's a definite timeline of harassment.
Period.
So when you knock his stupid ass out, you got the harassment script videos. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
This is
that you
God.
knocked him out.
This is God.
Yeah, definitely. Like this is the most high checking the shit out. They said he in the chat. We just gonna let him sit in the chat and enjoy what we talk about because he can never come around no more. Like you know there's a song in New York, excuse me, in Texas. Like they scared to come outside. Like he can't come outside no more. Or he gonna get that rabbi two-piece. Now he got two embarrassments. He got the embarrassment at the park, and he got the embarrassment of running up on the wrong rabbi.
Period.
Mm.
And
Hey,
the
they
thing
said in
is,
the chat your new name is gonna be Bop Bop. That's gonna be your new name.
I'm okay with that. You could give me that, Rabbi Bob Bob. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. But no, but the thing is saying that number one, a black person not connected to the Torah is a nigga, and he's an unruly individual. When we see the problems in our community of random murders, killing, giving drugs to our neighbors, all this type of stuff, this is a byproduct of no Torah, right? And Ariel going around harassing other Jews, right? Women, people, the whole thing, me, the whole thing. He's just going around harassing. And you know why? And right now I'm talking to the Jewish community. You know why Ariel's doing that? Because he came into the Jewish world with false pretenses.
Right.
He came in here as a homeless guy and he felt this was a meal ticket that he could just ride on. And that's why he acts the way that he does. He doesn't believe what he's doing. He's doing it to serve a bunch of losers that he's connected to. And so now that he's a Jew, quote unquote, he has to now do real things. Like actually make money, actually get married, actually have children, actually put those children in schools, actually create a home. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants to
So now
walk around Jews.
Mordecai, just a quick question now. For those that don't know, so Ariel is typing in the chat. Now, when I spoke to Mordecai early on the phone before we did this interview, I told him that this wasn't a what is the term? Sandbag or like trick you type of interview. That I told him I didn't have nothing up my sleeve or anything like that. So Mordecai, here's the question to you, and you control the flow of this conversation. So that the audience is telling me that this guy that's typing in the chat is supposed to be Ariel, the one that you boom back, and they're asking him to come up on the live stream to give his side of the story. So you control this side. So it's up to you if you want me to
I
send
don't
him.
want anything to do with this. This is a police issue now.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine. And I just want everybody to understand that I told Mordecai that I would not do no type of trick to him during this interview. And so I would be dishonest if I was to let him come on there without letting him know. So Mordecai said it's a police issue. He don't want to deal with it. And that's important because when you have a actual police issue, whatever transpires, it's all evidence at that point.
Exactly.
So if the guy Ariel wants to interview, once Mordecai finishes this interview, I'll gladly let him give his side. It just won't be with Mordecai on the line. All right. I'm a man of my word. All right. So now go ahead and finish.
And Captain, I would say like this. People like Ariel do not need platforms. Even though I know there's people be into the back and forth, he does not deserve that. He does not represent anything. He does not represent black people. He does not represent Jews. He does not represent people who live in Israel. He is not psychologically well, okay? He's not well. He's unhinged. And anything that we do, even this, the reason why I'm having this conversation is not so much about Ariel, is it talking about the condition of some black people that come into the Jewish community, and the fact that there's people in the Jewish community that are supporting the harassment and the attacking of black Jews and using this idiot as a mechanism to do that. So he does not deserve any platform. He does not support you. He does not support me. He has nothing to do with anything. He should be silenced. Period.
Mm.
Okay, we don't need to talk
From
to
the
him.
mouth of the bop bop. From the mouth of the bop.
Yeah, he doesn't need any type of platform. He needs to go away. He needs to get mental help. He needs to get medication, right? He needs to get issues, and he needs to get self-esteem. He needs to get self-esteem, and that's it. But he does not deserve any type of platform at all. He's a liar, right? You dealt with him yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, we dealt with him on Clubhouse. He's an unhinged individual. But the bigger point is the people supporting his attacking of Black Jews. He's now physically attacking a Black rabbi. He has verbally accosted and harassed Black women. He's harassed other African-American Jews who are in the community, one of which is being Amari Stoudemire, going around to the community calling him names and saying he's doing this and he's undercover and all these different things he's coming up with. Ariel's the one going around doing this. No one else. Just him.
Right.
And the Jewish community is allowing him to do that.
Well, I told you we do this for about an hour, and I'm actually glad you came on here and gave us the full back line, because when they was doing it yesterday, I was like, damn man, why didn't Mordechai do nothing to him? But Mordechai gave the story, gave his side, told us, what happened. It's now a police matter. And so we'll see what happens from here. So Mordecai, I pray that you are safe. I
Thank
pray
you.
that nothing else, nothing else comes to you, and nobody should be followed to their home, because if I was followed to my home, I would have reacted the same way. If I saw a man take his shirt off and run up to me, I would react the same way. And if the man has witnesses, that's what it is. So Mordecai's new name is Rabbi Bop Bop. So when I see
Rabbi
you in the
Bop Bop.
Clubhouse streets, I'll
Yep.
be calling you Rabbi Bop Bop. Is there anything you wanted to say in closing?
Yeah, I want to say in closing is that I'm completely against any form of violence. I'm into the empowerment of our people. That's why I made a separation between being a nigga and a Black person or a Jew, right? Those are all different. Those are different things, right? So I don't believe in any type of violence or anything like that. I actually feel bad for Ariel. I hope he figures out life, for himself. I really don't want to spend time with him, but spend time talking about. But I think there's a bigger issue is this, like, what do African American Jews need to do to be protected, right? And we're in a community, and there's a lot of people, and you're allowing this guy to go around, harass women, harass other Jews, attack me physically. Why is that allowed in the Jewish community for such heathenistic, barbarians, anti-Jewish behavior to be accepted? What else needs to happen? Does someone need to die? Does someone need to go to the hospital before someone stops in and stop this abusive behavior by this person? I've had to go to the police. Why did I go to the police? Because I feel like my life is in danger because this guy is getting supported by people in the Jewish community to attack people. And you know what? I'm the most visible. So anyways, in closing, sorry about that. In closing, I apologize. People are calling me. I guess it's an interview. But I just in closing, I appreciate you, Captain. And we've had our back and forth. We have different belief systems. African American, Orthodox Jews, and Hebrew Israelites, have different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But at the end of the day, we're still Black people. And we're still dealing with the same stuff still in the day. We may have different methods to deal with it, but at the end of the day, that's that. And anybody who has a problem with me talking to my brothers about God and spirituality, Captain Zakari, he'll tell you, I never tried to tell him to become Jewish, but I talked to him about my position about what Judaism is and how it relates to African Americans, in our history. But, anyways, so that's what it is. And I appreciate you guys. And I hope that we got more positive dialogue.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. We're going to talk more in the back, and then we'll schedule doing something else besides this.
Appreciate you. Right. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem. Take it easy.
All the best.
All right. All right. So now I'm going to put the invite link in the chat. Invite link is in the chat. Now, as I told y'all, I promised Mordecai that it wouldn't be no gotcha moments. I wouldn't. It wasn't a challenging thing. I just wanted to get his story. I did not expect Ariel to show up in the chat, and it looks like everybody wants Ariel to show up and give his side. So, Ariel, I put the link in the chat. We'll give some time, and if you two want to come up and say and show if you got boom bop, bop bop bop, if you was out there windmilling like a woman doing this shit here, the link is in the chat. So I got the live open for everybody that wanted him and want to see him come on the line. The link is, let me pin it. Let me put the link back in the chat. Link is in the chat. And then as the link is in the chat, let me go ahead and pin this link. And let's see if he joins. Link is pinned to the chat. We'll give it about 10 minutes. Y'all give me, do I want to put a poll? Let me see if I can put a poll up in here. I'm going to start a poll. Did Mordechai bop Ariel? I got a poll in the chat. Did Mordechai bop Ariel? All right, we're gonna start the poll. Poll is in the chat. And so we just need you to vote. I'm voting. I got the link in the chat. Now, y'all asked me to put the link in the chat. Y'all, where's he at? And when I said, so if y'all scroll up the chat, right? I said, where's it at? At 5:02 p.m., I said, I'll bring Ariel up after he leaves. I put that up at 5:02. He responded right here, just so y'all can see. He responded, I'm here. So if he's here, the link is pinned. If anybody else, since while we wait for Ariel, if anybody wants to click the link and give your opinion on this, this interview, by all means, you can come in, click the link, anybody can join. But not, I mean, is he running now? I mean, where you at, Ariel? Listen, and just so you know, Ariel, this is not a battle. So I'm not here to battle your beliefs. We'll just ask you questions. look, look, think, okay, so he just texted he's here, so click the link. All you got to do is click the link. This is not a battle. And so just so I'm going to explain him publicly what I spoke to Mordechai privately and how Mordechai conducted himself. This is not a challenge to me, so don't challenge me when you come here. I'm just going to ask you questions. You're going to give the answers. Whatever answers you give, even if I ask a question, is not to challenge your answer. It's just to get your side. So all you got to do is just click that link. He keeps saying he's here. The link is pinned to the top. The link is, we got Maurice Jones. All right. What you got, Maurice Jones? Maurice, you there, brother? What's up? You got something
brother,
you want
I'm
to say?
just listening in,
Oh, you ain't got to click the link to listen in. I thought you had wanted to give some commentary or something on it.
Man,
I don't know what he on. Okay, so to Yaakov HaMashiach, what you have to do is you have to show your face. You don't come on here unless you show your face. So you're gonna have to cut that, even if like you're gonna have to cut that camera on to get on my live. You cannot be on here without the face on the camera, because some people have been doing some real funny stuff with that camera. So we got this guy, Yaakov HaMashiach. I'm assuming that's his name. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. It'll let you join with just the audio only. All right, so that's cool. Are you there, Yaakov?
Shalom. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Oh, I was going to say about that blue, that your guest you had on, right? There was a couple of subjects. So he was talking about police brutality. Well, my view would be, if you don't commit a crime, the police would be brutal towards you, right? Like, in the sense of, there is points in case where police have overstepped the mark. I understand that. but it doesn't
What are
just
you
happen
talking
to
about right now?
that man. He was talking about police brutality right at the start.
He was not talking about police brutality, brother. Did you listen to anything that was said? He did
I was
not
listening
mention.
from the start.
Okay, what the hell are you talking about police brutality?
The treatment of minorities, right, by the police.
You smoke. You smoke. Do you get high?
What?
Do you get high? I didn't stutter. Do you smoke weed?
No.
Okay, then how? What are you talking about right now? He didn't talk about no damn police brutality. He said there's a police report because the brother attacked him. He didn't say nothing about police brutality.
I must have got confused then, mate. It's my bad. The
Yeah.
guy's not
Well,
listen. Anyway, but the point of the matter is he's claiming to be a Jew. Now,
yeah, we're gonna kick him off. He come in here talk about he watched the whole. He clearly had to be high. And Ariel say he opening up his laptop. Why you don't need your laptop? He could have did it from his phone. Listen, man. Hey, y'all. Let me look at the poll. Let me see. Can you show the results of the poll? Let's see. How do you put the results on the screen right now? When I'm looking at the poll, right now we got 72%. We got 82 votes. 72% says yes, he bop Ariel. 28% says no. Oh, wait. The numbers is balancing now. Now it's 70-30. 70% say yeah. Out of 85 votes, 71. We're gonna leave it up for a minute. I listen, we got 300, we got how many it say? I got 442 people. It says in my StreamYard, YouTube, because I stream on uh Twitch and Twitter as well. But put your vote up, man. We got 86 votes, man. Vote. I want to see what y'all believe, man. Mm, mm, mm. So we want to see. How long should I wait? I should do another poll. How long should I wait for him to he said only alcohol does only no, Michael Smith. Michael Smith said only alcohol does that. Nah, weed make you forget what the hell the subject is too. Look, Ariel, look, hey, Cassell. Now Cassell been begging for Ariel to get on here. How long do we have to wait? Hey, Tony Cherry, can you wipe your screen? Cause your camera look crazy.
My camera messed up, Cap. Stop playing with me, bro.
How am I supposed to know your camera messed up, man?
My camera messed
You ain't
up.
got you ain't got no Windex? You ain't got no Windex to
No, I don't got that car gas Windex, bro. I don't got car
man,
gas.
shut up. What's up, man? What you got? You
No.
believe hey, wait, you gotta answer the first question.
All right.
Do you believe that Mordechai bop Ariel?
Yeah, he bop him, hit him right with the doing it. What's that? What they call that shit? The halakha? The halakha? Hey, bro, Mordecai is a quarterback, bro. On that halakha, bro. That halakha don't mean shit now.
God, was there anything else you wanted to add?
That was it, bro.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, call
All
again.
right. Judah's a brother. Hey, y'all don't know Judah. I told him I wasn't gonna use how I know Judah. I ain't gonna use the percentages. Drop it down. We got 100 votes. Right now it's 67% say he bopped him. 33% said he didn't. So now Cassell, I put this link up 12 minutes ago. 12 minutes ago, I put this link up. How long do y'all let me know in the chat. It's 5:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5:13 now. How much longer should I wait for Ariel to before he joins? I don't see him. I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. He might not see the pin link. Maybe he don't see that. I'm putting the link in the chat. I'm being extremely patient. I put the link in the chat. Let me see. All right, I think he just hopped up in here. Ariel, it says Ariel and Yaniv. Just waiting for him to pop up in here. So he's already in here. He got his camera on. Looked like he stepped away, and then I'll join him. On here. He's here. Okay, so we got him in here. We're gonna go ahead and add him to the screen. So Ariel, did you hear what I said about what this will be? Because if not, I'll repeat it. Did you hear what I said about I don't know if you are you listening to me on the phone? Because I can hear myself in the background. I don't know if are you listening to me on the phone? I can hear myself in the background. Yeah, I'm getting some feed. I don't know if it's on your computer maybe, but I'm getting some feedback where I can hear myself talking. Can you speak? I don't know if it's on your computer maybe, but I'm getting some feedback where I can hear myself. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what's
But it's a bad. I'm getting a bad echo from you though. Yeah, I can hear you. But it's a bad. I'm getting a bad echo from you though. Like, do you have like you got to mute your YouTube or something like that? Like, do you have like you got to mute your YouTube or something like that?
Okay, how about now?
Well, I can hear you just fine. Do you have the YouTube open on your computer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to close that. Because in the stream, y'all, you could just there we go. That's perfect. All right. Yeah, that eye look a little swole, y'all. That eye look like he might have got bopped. There we go. We just waiting for the brother to come back. And then I'm gonna lay out the rules and then I'll ask him the questions. All right, so we got you back. So I just want to lay out what this will be because normally when you and I interact, it's argumentative, right? So what I did with Mordechai, I'm gonna do with you. So what that means is this is an interview, not a battle. So what that means is I'm gonna ask you questions, you're gonna give the answer. I'm not gonna challenge you, I'm just gonna ask you questions. All right?
Okay, you gotta excuse me because I just like woke up from being dead asleep. It's like 12 something over here, so I'm a little
Okay. So
right.
of course the reason why we interviewed Mordecai is because of the Instagram video that you put up where you chased him to the house to his house.
Uh-huh.
So can you walk us through why you chased him to the house?
No, I can't.
Is there a reason why?
Why what?
Why you can't walk us through that?
Yeah, because you weren't there, you have nothing to do with it. You're like what, 12,000 miles away?
Okay, so do you not want to have this interview?
Yeah, but we can like talk about something that matters.
Yeah,
Something
that's
that
the
you
only
can
reason.
we can
Okay,
talk
just
about something that you can affect directly, not something that you want to talk about because you have no content.
okay, so I'm gonna explain to you again. When I was interviewing Mordecai over the incident that occurred between you and him,
Okay.
people in it, you appeared in the chat and you said I'm here. And
Right.
then the people that are watching me interview Mordecai say, Ariel is in the chat, bring him up.
Okay.
Then in the chat, you say, bring me up. First you say, we won't bring you up. Then you ask us to bring you up.
Okay.
So then Mordecai leaves because I told him I wouldn't do a gotcha moment on there. So now I'm giving you the opportunity.
That's actually very convenient, but go on.
So I'm giving you the opportunity to give your side of the story. Now, if you don't want to talk about that side of the story, then we don't have anything else to discuss.
Are you the police? Are you going to help
No, I'm
alleviate
not.
the issue in any way, shape, or form?
Nope, I'm not. Nope.
Okay, so you just want content. So
No,
what
you
you
don't
said
have.
that you wouldn't
So you
do,
don't have to be here. So you
you
don't have to be
actually
here.
did it. So
Okay, so
Mordechai
what I'm gonna
fell
do is
for
I'm
it.
gonna just. So what I'll do, I could just remove you, brother. It's not that deep.
So
If you don't want to
Mordechai
have the
fell
comment,
for it, and you thought I was going to fall for it too.
No, Mordecai bopped you from what he said.
And you fell for it. So a police
So
matter.
did Mordecai bop you?
I can neither confirm nor deny those allegations.
All right. So do you want to talk about the conversation? Yes or no?
Only if you can affect some sort of positive change to it. Only if there's something that you can actually do hands on from 12,000 miles away. Is there?
Yes, yes.
What is
So
that?
well, I said yes. So can we go forward or not?
Yeah, what is that? What change can you affect? What positive change can
The
you affect
change
from
that I can
12,000 miles
affect
away?
is when I hear you tell your side of the
Positive.
story.
Positive change. What positive
Yeah,
change can you affect from
this is
12,000
positive
miles away?
change. When I hear you tell your side of the story, so I've heard Mordecai's side of the story. I can hear your side of the story, and then I can help point out where the failure was at in communication between the two of y'all, and then hopefully we can mend it. If you want a positive change, if you genuinely want a positive change and want me to judge it positively, you can tell me your side of the story. I can tell you where you went wrong, where he went wrong, because I heard his story. And then we can say, okay, Ariel, going forward, this is how you should conduct yourself with Mordecai. Mordecai, going forward, this is how you should conduct yourself with Ariel. Now that's positive. So do you want to proceed? Yes or no?
No, because I don't think it's in your best interest.
Okay. As y'all can see, he said he doesn't want to proceed with the story. So I removed it. I removed him from the room. And y'all can also see he said I can't confirm or deny. He can't confirm or deny that boop bop 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 bop. Boy, when he got himself knocked out. Like Maccabees, shout out to Daniela. Like Maccabees TV say, that mean, yeah, when you say I can't confirm or deny, that's a yeah. That's a yeah. Look, listen, if y'all ask me if I got bop bop, I'm gonna say yes or no. I ain't saying no confirm or deny. If it listen, if it man, you see it Simply B said his eye look touch. Simply B says I look tough. We gonna bring Tony Cherry back to the stage. What's up, Judah?
Hey, Cat, man, that nigga, he got his eye touched heavy. Hey, bro, and then he try to wipe the lint out his head, talking about like he
Yeah,
got
you
caught.
see him, and that's why he was doing like this. He was trying to not let that bruise show.
Yeah,
by that
he
eye.
tried to, yeah, you know how they doing a fight, you know how they doing boxing, they try to put that little cold press on your eyes. Well,
yeah, yeah.
bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Hey, bro,
Boy,
did he
two
like?
Jewish brothers going at it, man. That's messed up, man.
Oh, he was at a TSA background or something. He had an all-white background, bro. Who did
Now I
all-white
think
walls
so.
back?
So when I saw it, it looked like he was in a room because there was a door on the side.
That's that basement.
But
he locked in time.
Yeah.
He said, "I can't confirm or deny." Lord have mercy. You're a cold man, Cat.
You said I'm a cold man.
Yeah, you
I'm
cold,
cold,
that
man. Mm-hmm.
Cat, you know you didn't. And I see you try to zoom in. He tried to.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Hey, Kanai, what's the new poll we need? Wait, I need a new poll. After watching that, let me see. I'm gonna end this poll.
Did he try to wipe the lint out of his hair? Who
No.
all seen that? I know y'all
I'm gonna
seen
put
it.
the new poll is gonna be does confirm or deny admit guilt? Does confirm or deny
He said, "I
prove
can't
the
confirm or
bop bop?
deny."
Prove the bop bop.
He got the Betty bop. He did get the Betty bop.
This the new poll. Does confirm or deny prove the bop bop?
Bro, he got the Betty bop done to him.
Hey, Gam, hey, to Gam, how you feel now, Gam, defending Ariel? And what's the other cat name that was defending Ariel? Where's the other Baruka or Baraka or some stupid ass name he had? Defending. Yeah, they was trying to make it seem like Mordecai was lying. I'm trying to find this brother's name. I think he deleted it. Yeah, Cassell Baruch.
That bag.
Yeah.
Hey, Cat,
what you think now, Cassell and Gam? What you say?
Whatever was in that bag, Mordecai was trying to hold that bag tight. He wasn't trying to let that bag go, bro. He had that pork in that bag. That was that pork in that bag. That was the halakha pork, boy. Mordecai
let
want
me
to try
look
to
at the numbers. Let me look at it. Let me look at the poll now. We got 66 votes. Now it's see, I wish I could. Why can't I put this on the damn you can't put the vote on the I wish I could put the vote on the damn thing. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. All right, Jude, I'm gonna talk a little bit more. I appreciate you hopping back on, man.
no doubt.
All right. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna go over to my because I'm watching this on my YouTube channel. So I want y'all to see. So y'all don't think I'm capping. Let me big the screen up. Let me blow it up. Oh wait, I can't. I don't want to blow it up. Hold on. So as y'all can see right here, right now is 93%. 93%. The poll, because the poll now is does confirm or deny prove the bot. Listen, this is a Judah time. Like that's a good question that Judah time asks, right? So see Judah Time's question, it says, Cap, how it's not in your best interest, and you as an Israelite told him the correction, bring both brothers for peace. That's what I told him. Like he wanted to know how would it be excuse me, how it's not in your best interest? Because for those that don't know, I judge a lot of matters. There's a lot of matters that take place in Israel by brothers and sisters that are not in ISUBK. There's a lot of matters that I judge by non-Israelites. They could be Kemetic, they could be Muslims, they could be drug dealers, just regular people in the world. I have counseled and helped and judged many matters under the guidance that Commander General Yohanan and General Hyman has trained me and taught me. And so with that said, when he said, what's the matter? I could have said, Ariel, you need to change this. Mordechai changed that. It wouldn't have been that hard. He just didn't want to admit to it. So I definitely want to do this live. And when I was talking to Mordechai, I told Mordechai I didn't want to do this on Clubhouse only because I felt like a live stream was better. But I did text Stephanie. She runs a room on Clubhouse called Grand Rising, and I did tell her that I was doing it. So if she wanted to stream it, that was cool. But I felt like it would have been better to put Mordechai, put a face to Mordechai, put a face to Ariel, so that way we can get a better reception, a better response. Excuse me. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me on that. And that's all I got, man. I wasn't even planning on doing no lives today at all. I didn't do a Call Chronicles. I didn't do nothing. Before I go, now this is totally off subject, right? But before I go, I want to see. Hold on, let me see something. It's totally off subject, but something I wanted to point out. Hold on. Let me see if I could find this. Give me 1 second. Um, this is a sad thing, right? Hold on. I want to play this for y'all, right? And this is something now. I've dealt with this particular subject for about 8 or 9 years, right? And I don't know if he's a rapper. I don't know what he does. But that guy, Saucy Santana, I talked about this on Cross the Line. I made a YouTube clip about it. But the part of the clip that I did not play is that Saucy Santana is a homosexual, and he does there was a battle he had with DJ Academics, right? And when he was battling DJ Academics, he made this statement. I want to find this statement, right? Let me see if I can find this statement. Saucy Santana, DJ Academics, and where's the clip at? I want to see. I want to see if I can find this clip. Hold on, bear with me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I don't know if I want to play it, but in the video, Saucy Santana made a point to say, "After I beat you, I'ma F you in your A," is what um he said. And when you watch this clip, this is why Saucy Santana is the way that he is, and this is why I always tell you, the man or woman is not born Leviticus. They're not born that way. They're made that way by monsters. And unless you defeat the monster, you're not going to encourage them to do anything different. I know this ain't the subject, and I know he was laughing and joking, but I want to play this part if y'all don't mind. So I just want to share my screen real fast. Gam, you can't think Mordechai is lying by the way Ariel acted. Ariel got bopped. He got bopped. So I want to share my screen. I want to share this video. I want y'all to listen to this video.
As I was like going through this chapter, my heart was, as I was like going through this.
Just to give you the backdrop, this is in Saucy Santana's book. This is his mom opening up about what happened to Saucy Santana. And this is why Saucy Santana is a homosexual.
As I was like going through this chapter, my heart was touched. And I got kind of emotional while even reading it. And before I kind of shared it, like big, I wanted to share it with you first. This chapter is entitled, Innocence Stolen. Why didn't I protect my baby? I'm his mother. Every house my son was allowed to visit was supposed to be a safe place. But my son was passed around to be used and abused by different family members. It felt like someone in my family had died when I found out what the predator had did to my son. But no one wanted to talk about it. If more people talked about abuse, it could be helped, even when predators are your family members. It took courage for my child to share his truth, but he was only labeled a liar. Some of the abusers admitted their part in the entire ordeal, but the one predator blamed my son. Like a 9-year-old would want to be violated by an older cousin in that kind of way.
9 years old.
I truly believe this situation opened the door to change my son's sexuality.
Now, he never got protected, never got help. His mama didn't help. I don't know where the daddy was. And he was passed around at age 9 from different family members. And this is like the worst kept secret in the black community. And if you go into every Leviticus life of what they've had to endure, you're always going to go to a point where they was touched by a man or a woman that altered their psyche. And if you don't destroy the monster that altered that child's psyche, that child is going to more than likely say, I was born this way to cope with what the monster did to them. The child is going to say, I must have been born this way and gave something off that made me be that way to the monster. Instead of destroying the monster, instead of destroying the predator should be destroyed. The predators should be castrated. The predators should be judged. Instead, we judge the children and tell the children this is y'all fault. And I know y'all probably gonna say, Cat, we was just having fun and stuff like that. But I was waiting for an opportunity to talk about this because I didn't get a chance to say this when I talked about it on a little clip. And so now that I got these people here, I just wanted to play that clip. Maybe we'll talk about it more at another time. But with all that said, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Until next time, Shalom Israel.